So Catherine and I have got the boat back. Our holiday is officially on. Woo!
Finally.
We've had one or two problems, but we're not going to go into them now. But we've managed to get our boat back, and we've got this lovely evening that we're motoring back in.
It's finally nice and warm.
It's nice and warm. So we're just heading back. We've come out of Southampton water, and the river, I think it's Itchen, down there, and we're just trundling back now. Chris has gone to the shops. So our holiday is officially on. So we're just down at Newton's Creek. There's Catherine, Chris, and this is little Nell. So unfortunately we've had to stop because, well, several reasons, but one of the reasons was little Nell's not been very well. So we've just pulled in, and unfortunately she's feeling how little pig is feeling at the moment. She was a little bit sick.
She's a Romanian rescue.
Yep.
And we got her about 3 months ago. She's very anxious, but she's like so gentle. She hasn't got a mean bone in her body. But yeah, she loves ginger nut biscuits as well, we've figured out.
Yeah, that's good. So the first thing that happened, I don't know, we haven't released a video, so we've got a video that we've not released, which is all about the rigging. So we've had a real faff with our rigging, but as you can see, we've got a mast now. Yeah. So we're back in business. So that was the first major hurdle we've had to get ourselves back underway. Then we went and got some fuel, and as we were getting fuel, Christine decided to injure herself.
Little injury.
With a leg. So she's hurt herself. What happened then? It was really rough out there, wasn't it?
Really rough.
We lost the boat hook.
Oh yeah, we lost the boat hook on the way out of
I had to hook it, and then you were on the floor and you grabbed it, and we managed to go back.
Yeah, so we rescued our boat hook. Then what happened then? We come out, it was really rough.
Yeah, the 10 knots of wind that we should have had was 20 knots of wind, because for some reason just no one seems to be able to predict the wind in the Solent. It's just ridiculous. So it was 20 gusting more than that when it was supposed to be 10 knots. So that was ridiculous. And then it's wind over tide because we had the tide with us but the wind against us, so we also couldn't sail.
So we just bashed through it, didn't we? And
we
had waves coming over the top. It was rough. It was
ridiculous. And then poor little Nell threw up.
Yeah, it was so rough that it has knocked a couple of the old rivets out of the mast. It shook them out. And then as we were coming into Newton's Creek, we lost depth. So depth's working inside and on the old ST60, but it's not working on the Axiom. So I've rebooted the Axiom, and now it's working on the Axiom. And we can also smell diesel.
Yeah.
So we think we've got a diesel leak, so we're going to go and fix that next.
But first of all, we're finishing our cup of tea.
Yeah, we're all having a cup of tea first.
Cup of tea, and we've had a biscuit. And then we're going to decide on what we want for our dinner.
And it's really lovely still there.
Yeah.
You can see all Nell's stuff drying. We had to shower that off the back as we were going along in the rough sea.
Yeah.
Oh, look, it's nice here. It's not sunny. It was absolutely glorious when we left. But it's still very nice and peaceful here. So our plan for today was to head all the way down to Studland. Well, we're just going to go as far as we possibly can each day. That's kind of what we've decided to do, isn't it? We're just going to keep going and keep seeing how far we can get, because we're a couple of days late, unfortunately. But we're going to just keep going, see how far we can get with this trip, and just take it like that. So we've come to Newton's. We're going to have a night in Newton's. The wind doesn't look great for tomorrow. It's on the nose again, so we might do Studland tomorrow, and then it goes very calm. So what we might do then is try and get as far down as we possibly can, and then I think it's south. I think it's coming from the south then, so we'll be able to sail then further along the coast, and that's the plan. But at the moment it's just west constantly. So yeah, it's not good for the direction we want to go. So down in that back bit there seems to be some diesel. I don't know whether I've overfilled the tank or what, but we've got diesel down there. So we've got a couple of these absorbent cloths. We're going to stick them in, and then I've got some bilge blitz on board, so I'm going to just tip a load of that, and then that'll get rid of the smell, hopefully. So welcome to July. This is July in the UK. And this seems to be the normal weather that we get now. And as you can see out there, there's a mixture of fog, rain, mist, all of it, all of the weathers. There's actually a boat there. I don't know whether you can see that, but there's a boat there, just anchored outside. And yeah, this is height of summer. It's just awful. We seem to get this now. We had 2 good years. 21, 22 were really good, really predictable, and then now 23 and this year have just been awful. So the weather's supposed to improve tomorrow. I don't think we're going to go anywhere today. It's starting to rain now. I think we'll just stay on board today. We'll have a look at this diesel issue, and then we'll maybe make a move tomorrow. But this is just awful. So Christine's just taking a look at what's going on. I'm feeling a little bit rough today, so Chris has taken over the duties and she's found the problem. It seems to be leaking around the top of our gauge, which is odd because yesterday you said that it wasn't going to full.
The gauge wasn't sort of showing up properly. It wasn't showing that it was full, although we know how many litres.
Yeah, we put 125 in, didn't we?
That sort of smashed a bit of that connector.
It's just run down there, hasn't it?
Yeah, I think it has, yeah.
Just found a loose screw. That first one there was loose. So hopefully that's all it was. We'll whack some of that bilge bits on it. That'll make it smell better. Has it gone down in this front? Has it gone onto that heating pipe? Does that look like it's covered in it?
I'm not sure it has, to be honest. I think it's just found its way through and gone
just down. Yeah, good. Okay, that's good then. So it's Friday today. We missed Thursday. I don't think we filmed any. Oh, we did. We filmed Chris doing the repair on the diesel tank. That seems to fix the diesel tank. Little Nell's having a better day today. Catherine's here. Christine's here with a big hat on. Ow! That was my leg. And this is the last time we'll probably be going through here for a little while. It's very, very windy, so I'll just stay tucked down. But we're motoring into the wind, unfortunately. On Sunday, early hours Sunday morning, we've got an easterly wind which will take us right down the coast, and that's what we want. We've been waiting for. We were either going to just motor into it, but we had a really duff day Wednesday when we came out. It was so rough, it was incredible. I've not been feeling 100%, so we spent a couple of nights in Newton's Creek. We did those few repairs, got everything ready, and now we are here. Little Nell's doing very well. She's had her first trip to the beach today, haven't you, Nell? She's very chatty. First trip to the beach, and she did really well, didn't she?
Yeah.
She enjoyed the dinghy ride. We're going to take her to Studland, see what she thinks.
Swimming with me.
Yeah, see what she thinks about that. And then we're going to go on our big journey. What do you think now? So we're just down at Studland Bay. We came across yesterday, which you saw. We didn't film a lot of that, but it was quite choppy. Just again, short, sharp waves really. But we ended up motoring. We were going into the wind, a lot of it. So it wasn't a particularly pleasant journey. But it does look like we fixed our diesel leak. So it looks like that's fixed. There's a lot more moorings in here now, so we've not been here for a year, and there's a lot more moorings. They're virtually everywhere. You can see them all over there and all over here now. When we last came, there must have been about, say, 10 or 15. There's a lot now, and each one's got a QR code on, so you scan it and then you can pay for your mooring. It's about £10 a night at the moment, which I don't think is too bad. If it is helping to protect the seagrass and do something good, then yeah, it's worth it. It's nice that they've put a lot more in because a lot of people come here. It's a very, very busy place. So we're just going to talk to you a bit about the rigging and the issues. Well, not so much the issues, but some of the stuff. I mean, we've noticed that already the lacquer is coming off this one. So basically, we've had a nightmare with the rigging, a real nightmare. The boat's been delayed, so we were supposed to be on our way. I'm going to go and sit at the back. It's too windy. We were supposed to be on our way a week ago, really. It's Saturday now, and the idea was that we would have had the boat back months ago, but it was still with the rigger until Tuesday. I'm not going to go into all the details as to what's gone on at the moment because we've recorded it all, and there might be something else that happens with all of that yet. So we don't really want to go into it, but I was just going to start showing you the rigging and sort of show you some of the good stuff, but obviously notice that the coating's now coming off that unit, and they are Blue Wave, so they're made by a company called Blue Wave, and I did have a look at that, and it's supposed to be a pretty good kit, but I'm a bit concerned that the lacquer's coming off it already. We've only come across from there. I mean, I don't think it matters, does it? But it's not great. Anyway, we'll just go and show you some of the other stuff. So as part of what was done, so we've obviously had new standing rigging. It's incredibly windy. So new outers, new inner, and obviously everything up there has been replaced. The spreaders have been replaced. The radar bracket has been repaired. It was supposed to be removed, but instead it's been repaired. We've had a new aerial and wind vane that's combined now, so that was put on, and we've had a new furler. The rod kicker, the gas strut inside there has been repaired and replaced. There's been new lines put on, so we've got a new main halyard, we've got a new spinnaker halyard, new jib or foresail halyard, and the rest are the originals, so they haven't changed. We replaced the topping lift last time, so the topping lift is still our topping lift. So yeah, so fittings were removed, tested, refitted, both inside and the deck one, and as you can see, the space has been put in everything now, so that's really good. You know, that's what you want to see. So the spacers, new pins, all new here, but like I say, that's not looking great there. And then new these swage fittings are all new, and new standing rigging's gone on. The furl is now a pro furl. It works really well actually. It's got a bigger drum on it, so you can get a bigger line round it. This is a bigger line than we had before. I'm not sure what that is. It might be 6mm. It might be 8mm actually. But again, the Selden one had the thing round it, and the little things that used to put pressure on it were all worn, so that's been replaced. So this section here is also new, that obviously puts the furler in the right position, and then again new standing rigging underneath that in the middle. So this works a lot better. You can just see how easy this is to turn. You couldn't turn our old one, so that's all nice and free now, which is good. So I'm pleased with that. I've replaced the step at the front, because that was all falling apart, so we did that at home. So it's looking good up there. I can't see any problems or any faults with any of that. That all looks really good. I watched them put the mast back on. I watched them do a lot of the work, to be fair. Base plate was repaired, repainted. This has been polished, all resealed and redone, so that's a lot better than it was. Yeah, so some of the work's been really good, but some of the work's been, and getting them to do the work has been a pain in the bum. New backstay, so that was metal, it's now Dyneema. When you're actually faffing around here, it's actually much easier. If you brush that, any part of your brushes that, it just doesn't get you like it did before. And the car and the wheel up here, that's a little bit higher up than it used to be. So it's a little bit of a faff to try and get to that. However, this angle is better than it used to be. So that was a lot lower down. This halyard or rope has been replaced with the correct size, because that was oversized and it was getting jammed in there. So that's been done. So we've left Old Harry now. The sun is just popping up, which is really nice. And we've got a bit of sail up. We've got our main sail up. It's going to be a spinnaker day today. We're just on pot watch because there's a few pots just around this corner. Sea state's a lot better. A little bit of a sort of a swell coming in this way, but nothing major. And you get a bit of disturbed water just here. But ourselves and several other boats have left this morning. They're just in front there. And we're just making the turns. Another one a bit further down. You can see 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So we're just going as a bit of a group, heading off round the bill today. and then as far sort of west as we can go. Round the headland here, lighthouse has just flashed, and we are heading that way. What?
8 knots.
8 knots, that's good. I thought you said pots then.
No,
8 knots, 8 knots. Yeah, we'll pick up the current now the whole way there. Right, we'll see you in a bit. So we're just coming up to St Albans Ledge now. You can see the ledge just there and the waves just breaking on it a little bit. It does come out quite a long way. Been around here a couple of times, stayed in the cove just round the corner, and stayed in Warbarrow Bay, things like that. 6 o'clock now. We're doing really well, we're doing 8.4 knots. Still motoring, well, motor sailing, but we're doing really good. The plan is to get down to the bill in another couple of hours and then straight round there. But the sea stake's pretty good today. We're doing well. You can watch the sunrise behind us. Probably not going to pick this up, but we're in the weird water now. So you've got like this very calm bit just in front, and then you've got the little ledge. You can see the waves just breaking on the ledge.
Just done 10.1 knots. We're doing 10.1 knots.
Yeah, we're doing 10 knots now, so we're just going to have to hold on for a second because this is going to get a little bit bouncy. Not too bad because they're quite far apart, but so they just get through this little bit and then we'll be across. This is the difference of the currents and the things meeting. You can see it breaking on the ledge there. Currents coming around the corner, one hitting the other and then creating a bit of disturbed water. We're quite far out. I mean, we can go out a little bit further, but the ledge runs quite a long way. You can see it runs all the way out there. You can go out to the buoys. We've done that before. Been right out to the buoy, but everybody else has just kind of just powered through it. So we're going to take the same approach. Quite big waves.
Do I need to turn up a little bit?
No, you're okay. Almost through it. It's quite a big one. And today's view from the kitchen window. Very nice. So it's just coming up to 8 o'clock now and we're just round at the bill. Just on pot watch. Bar a few pots. We are quite far out. So we've got the wind obviously, well, there's very little wind, but the wind it's kind of coming from the side a little bit. We're kind of creating most of it by travelling forwards. The current is going in our direction, so we're doing pretty well. It's a huge chunk of land on the end. It really is. It looks square at the moment, but it isn't. It is quite pointy. You come along the side of that coast for a long way. We did that a couple of years ago. You can see the prison there on the top. And then the bill's right on the end there. It's quite a nice day out at the lighthouse. There's quite a bit to do. Have a look at it. There's a cafe and stuff. It's quite good. Tom Cunliffe also said that the prison was worth a visit as well. I think in one of his either books or videos that he did, he said you can go and have quite nice fish and chips from the prison. If you're feeling brave. The bill's all the way over there now. A group of yachts are still together. Still motoring. Still waiting for a bit more wind. Allegra's Cafe is now opened and you can have a sausage bath or I think a sausage bap. Is that right, Chris? It's just sausage baps today from the calf.
Sausage paps today.
Just sausage baps, right. Catherine's up here with the sausage bap. Nell's found a little spot at the back. We are still motoring, unfortunately, but we've got a little bit of breeze building now, so we're gonna have our breakfast and then we're gonna have some sailing action, I think. A couple of yachts are still behind us. So here's the River Dart, just over here, straight ahead. This is the Brixham and Torquay on this side, and then you come around the corner, you get the River Dart, and then Salcombe is a little bit further down. That is just round this headland here. We're heading down that way, and then on the opposite side of this bay are places such as Plymouth, and then further down obviously you're into Cornwall, and you've got like Falmouth and places like that. And that's really where we want to get to. We're just trying to decide what to do now, because it's 4 o'clock, no, nearly 5 o'clock. Obviously we've been going since 5 this morning, so we've done really well to get all the way down here, but we were hoping for a little bit more wind this evening so that we could kind of sail through the night. I'm not sure we're going to get that. We're going to see what happens when we get down here and then make a decision. So the cafe's opened up again, and now it's ravioli with a tomato sauce, and Catherine's just requested some cheese.
I like cheese.
Nell's had her tea.
She keeps trying to eat mine though.
Now she's trying to eat everybody else's. And we've decided we're going to try and get into Salcombe. We're not going any further today. We've had a look at the weather forecast for... Oh, there's dolphins. We've had a look at the weather forecast a little bit later on, and we know we can't get to Deganwy now. We haven't got enough time. We thought we could get to Milford Haven, but we're now not sure that we can even do that. So instead of breaking our necks to try and get down the coast, we're going to stop here tonight, and then we're going to do another jump tomorrow, and then we're going to reassess from there. We're just missing all this beautiful coastline, and we're not seeing anything. We're just trying to race down here, and there's just no point. So we need to have a little bit of a holiday as well. So